G'day everyone, it's Annette here and welcome to my channel LiQWYD. In my video today I'm trialling a Harry and Wilma dragon mold that I haven't used before. It's extremely detailed. I expect I'm not going to get the points completely right, but I'm going to give him a go as well as some of their other products. Hey guys, just a quick video. I'm going to give this dragon mold a try. Had to mix a bit of a turquoisey colour to fill up this little mold here, so I thought I might as well mix up a bit extra. The resin I'm going to try with is Artist resin, 1:1 ratio mix from Harry and Wilma. I also have some of their alcohol inks in lime, teal and sapphire. I'll use some Harry and Wilma pearl white luster mica powder, also some rich metallic gold. Just get my PPE on and get started. I'll get this out of the mold. I already got that little piece that I was doing out, and you can see it's got some lovely pattern and depth to that. The reason I wanted to do this little bit was I had this whale here and he had these sort of scaling effect around the top. This was just a whale that I made from leftover resin, and I hadn't done the lid for him, so he's now complete. I've never used this mold before from Harry and Wilma. The problem with new molds is sometimes you don't know if they're matte or they are shiny, so we shall find out together. Also with this one, because he's got a lot of detail to him, whether I've got a lot of bubbles. I did spritz the mold with some isopropyl alcohol first to try and decrease that effect. So you can see there's lots of detail in him. That's him there. Oh, he's matte. There you go. He's very gorgeous though. I don't know whether I can do a top coat on this to make him shiny because it is so detailed. I'll get a piece of paper. Yeah. I don't know if it'll come up any different on a black. Still love him though. Kind of interesting. but that beautiful gold, you can't really see it, or the crackle effect. I'll think about what to do. If I do decide to put a top coat on, it'll have to be a very viscous, non-viscous, so runny resin, so I could push it down into the cracks. Yeah, very nice mold though. How detailed is that? I've been thinking about what to do with the dragon to see if I can get some shine back to it. I need to mix up some 1-to-1 resin for a different project, so I thought I might use a little bit of that and just try it on the head a little bit and see how it goes. I've decided to put it on a bit of book covering plastic so that I can peel it off if I need to, and hopefully any drips will get stuck on the plastic and not go underneath it, although it probably won't matter if it does. I'm just going to try an old paintbrush to push it down into any little bits, and also a silicone brush. I think it's used for clay making tools, really, just to give it a try, and if it's working well, as I said, I'll keep going. I'm going to spray the dragon with some isopropyl alcohol. Hopefully that will prevent any bubbles. I'll be back as soon as my resin's done and we'll get started. I went ahead and I did the rest of this in the same way that I was doing before. I did end up mainly using the brush and pushing it in. I might have a bit of tidying up to do. There we go. I think he looks so much better all shiny. And you can see the gold in him really, really well. Black. And the white. I'll get the rest of this cleaned up with my craft knife around the edges. I don't think it'll take me too much to fix it up. I might eventually use this on a plate or something. When I poured this, I had some leftover resin, which I put into this little mould here. You can see I'm going to knock that flying. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is so pretty. We've got a dragon and a little pot, and I must tell you, this idea to use the contact paper for books has turned out really good. I did the same thing with some cabochons that were not shiny anymore in the mould, and I wanted to put a white backing on, and then I'll turn it over and I'll do the clear again. So I just pushed it into the contact paper like I did with my dragon, pushed it down firmly, did my white backing, and I've got no spill anywhere. And even if I did, it would have just ended up on the contact paper. So I'm really happy with that. And I'll use it again to do the shiny sides on these. just a little bit closer to him now. He's all shiny. It's quite beautiful. I really love this mould by Harry and Wilma. It's perfect size to go on a decorative plate of some sort, or you could even make them in multiple colours and hang them on the wall, I suppose. The fact that the mould is matte is just a personal choice, and as you can see, you can make it shiny if you want. As I've got this mould already out on my desk, I'm going to make one more item with it, but I think I'll do it in red, black and gold. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.